Aloha and welcome everyone. Happy Thursday. You got Aniela here and I am a coach with the Be With Your Twin Flame program. Today we want to talk about something. Actually, I'm going to be talking about this I did in my last live, and it's about the things that most students experience as well as I did myself, as far as how their lives truly improve when they're on the twin flame journey. Once they start getting through this program and learning how to balance their fear-based energy, and how everything in their lives really become touched in such a beautiful way, things that they do not see coming. Because as we know, when we find ourselves on the twin flame journey, most of us just want to feel better. Most of us just want to get the twin flame back. That's what we want. That's natural and that's normal. And I don't know one person, student or myself, who hasn't been there. But as they start going on through this program, the programs that we have, and learning how to balance their fear-based energy, they start to see that there is a whole nother side of it. That's right, whole nother side of this journey that they did not see coming. And today we're talking about not being triggered and no longer reactive to basically anything that's going on out there. So many of my students come in and, we all can recognize, maybe we don't recognize it when we're in it or right before it happens, but a trigger, folks, is something that's going to happen. It could be regarding a person. It could be a situation. On this twin flame journey, it is just about everything that the twin flame does or doesn't do. And when that trigger comes, my goodness, we spiral in our emotions. We spiral in our thoughts. We just get so consumed and just worked up that sometimes we can't tell what's up. We don't know what's up and we don't know what's down. And that is very common. And if you've seen any of the lives that I do, I always like to say how you do one thing is how you do everything. So even though on the twin flame journey, anything regarding the twin flame will trigger you in ways, exponentially higher than in the regular world, how you do one thing is how you do everything. So if you get triggered by things on the twin flame journey, oh my gosh, it's going to trigger you 2,000 times over. That's just how you are. That's how I was. That's how many of my students are. And so when we start getting to a place, because we're learning how to balance our fear-based energy, we are getting closer and aligning closer to our soul. And when that happens, folks, there is a shift that comes. It's only going to be happening when you're able to learn how to balance it, to get to balancing your fear-based energy. What happens is that when I say non-triggered, non-reactive, and many people do not believe it coming in. They don't believe it. And that's natural. And that's normal. Even if they don't even recognize that they do get triggered, they do start to see as they move along that anxiety, anger, disappointment, fear, those are all of the fear-based energy. All of those start to dissipate. And worry, folks, worry, something that was consuming them about anything, especially on this twin flame journey, worry that was consuming them 24/7, 365, it's no longer a part of your daily thought process. Worry is just not. Now, it's not just on this journey that this starts to happen. It also, as you align closer to your soul, it also benefits and affects everything else out there in your life. Many times your career, your family, your relationships, your friendships, and you start to emanate this different type of energy where you're no longer triggered, you're no longer reactive. And so many times people take notice. They take notice. They're like, what is up with you? This one thing or this topic or this project at one time would just get your goat, get you just to be like, ah, and you don't even respond anymore. What's wrong? And they'll tell you that. What's wrong with you? What's up with you? There is absolutely nothing wrong. It is a beautiful benefit of balancing your fear-based energy, because it will infiltrate, just like how the fear-based energy infiltrated everything in your life and started connecting everything to your twin flame. This, when you start balancing, starts your soul aligning, starts to infiltrate everything else in your life naturally, and people will start to take notice. I don't know how many students I've had since March of 2020, last year. I don't know how many, including myself, stop and say, Aniela, I don't have any idea what's happening to me, but something like this pandemic would have had me hiding in a closet a year ago, 2 months ago, whatever it was ago. Because the pandemic, folks, if you know and you're looking at everything and you're learning what fear-based energy, all of the reaction, all of the fear, all of the knee-jerk responses, all of that was the fear-based energy. It wasn't the virus, it was the reaction to the virus and all the things that played out because of the fear-based energy. So now they're going, how did that happen? It's because they're starting to align to their soul. And when that happens, the fear-based energy gets replaced out with love energy. And when you're operating on the daily 24/7, 365 as best as you can in the love energy, it is gonna make a huge difference. Not being triggered, not being reactive, not watching this coworker or your boss or your mother-in-law say something or do something and you're going, oh, you get to a point where, what my kids, my boys like to call whatevs. They call it whatevs, as in whatever. As in whatever will be, will be. You get to that point and it is a beautiful place to be. People can't make you react anymore. Gosh, I don't know how many folks I know, my students, including myself, road rage. Road rage, guilty as charged, used to be. It does still get to me sometimes, because I can tell you right now, safety, especially when I have my kids in the car with me, is always paramount. My loved ones mean, so much to me. And when I see people just driving just erratically crazy, of course, it will get to me sometimes, but it's nothing like before. It's nothing like before. So all of those things, like I mentioned, mother-in-laws, your ex-spouse, your co-workers, your boss, with people that, you may even have had fallings out with, those kind of things just are not going to trigger you anymore. Now, does this happen to go as well with the twin flame journey? Absolutely. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to bring that fear-based energy down. But in the process of doing that, you start to see that your entire life is touched by the many things that fear-based energy balancing on the twin flame journey can do for you. So if that's you, folks, you can go ahead and click on the link below to see all the programs we have in our arsenal here with Be With Your Twin Flame with El Hari to help you get there. Because I tell you right now, once you start getting there, it's almost like when things do come up and they're a little bit more measurable of how they can make you get a little bit more irked or reactive or anything like that, that is what becomes a nuisance. Like, oh, geez, it's not a big deal, really. I'm just going to have to get through this. It is nothing like before. And I am so grateful. I am so grateful. Myself, I used to be just definitely one of those kind of people. And I was the one that people would say, what's going on? What's going on, Aniela? This used to be where you would get, and it doesn't. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying that none of that ever happens, but it is nothing like before. And gosh, what a beautiful thing that is. I never would have gotten through the pandemic and everything that happened say if this happened 5 years ago, I would have been the one hiding in the closet as well. And we just keep going, folks. We keep picking up and we keep going. So if that's you and you want to learn all the most wonderful ways balancing your fear-based energy can help you in other ways as well, go ahead and click on that link. We're here to help. Alrighty, folks, we're going to send you off on this happy and beautiful Aloha Thursday. Ma'alama pono and ahui ho. We'll see you again soon. Bye, everybody.